Let me share my weight loss structure which helped me lose 40 kgs in 15 months, and then you can plan how you want to do your journey as well. This is day 4 of us walking together and doing 75 hard challenge. Okay, so if you're not doing the challenge, at least do the walk with Sweatchi challenge. So let's get to it. For those of you who are before anything, I'm going to see the timer. Okay, cool. For those of you are walking for the first time, this is the video that popped up. That's fine. None of my videos are linked to the other video. You can start with any video and walk and go to the next and walk. How much should you be walking in a day? Well, start with 20 minutes. The reason, I'll tell you why. What is the logic behind 20 minutes of walking together? If you don't wake up in the morning and get 20 minutes walk out of the way, you're never finishing 10K in a day, let alone 12, 15K, which some ambitious people end up doing. The reason for that is 20 minutes of walking at a good pace is close to 2000 steps, right? So if your 2000 is done in the morning and then you work at home or you work in office, by 6 p.m. you end up seeing your tracker and your 5K is done. Then all you have to do after you're home is walk another 50 minutes and you're done. Like get out for a walk or walk at home or whatever that is, and 10K is done, wrapped. So hence these walks are important. Now understand this. Today we are talking about my weight loss structure and my struggles, and that topic came out of my Instagram channel. I went on it today. I asked what should I talk, and this topic got the highest votes. And just so you know, these walks happen real time. I walk right now in 12 hours. A video is uploaded with my walk, which happens to be at 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I live in Toronto. And if I'm taking this time every single day to walk, as someone who's busy, I love creating content on Insta and YouTube now. This is new to me, but I have a legit business, right? I own a fitness app, which has amazing girls working towards their journey. And still I'm dedicating every day 20 minutes, 75 days in a row to walk, so that this becomes like a habit for you. This habit will change your life. You don't have to think about it. The only thing I want you to do is commit to it. Okay, don't be like, oh, I see she's posting, I'll start in 10 days. Don't be like, I did one day, but now I know this exists, right? I can keep coming back. Because that's what you've done all your life, right? Like all those recipes you see on the internet and all the workouts you must have saved and all the classes you joined and all the programs you paid for, you always told yourself, I'll come back to it, right? And you never came back to it. So right now, I'm walking with you, I'm seeing comments. Okay, every comment that's on my YouTube, especially since this page is new, I look at it, I respond to it, and I applaud you for showing up. Okay, so if you show up for next 75 days, then, only then, you will achieve what I ended up achieving, and which is what 1% of the people end up achieving, is transformation. Okay, and yes, it starts with weight loss and eventually it leads to entire life's transformation too. And now I'll tell you how I structured it. But before that, commit to it. Otherwise, nothing's going to happen. So when someone, the whole weight loss struggles, okay? What are the struggles, right? The biggest struggle, I think, is this habit of getting something and saying, I'll start tomorrow and I'll start Monday and I think there's no bigger struggle than that attitude. And like everybody who tells me, Sweatchi, tell me what is motivation? What keeps you going? What's the one motivation trick? This is one answer, okay? This is, hear it loud and clear. The answer is stop looking for it and stop asking people to help you and stop expecting people will join in on your ambition and dreams, because nobody is coming to help you other than you yourself. Okay, how much ever you love your partner, your friend, your family, whoever, they are not responsible for your life. That's the reality. I had the most supportive partner and most supportive family, but nobody could make me even move an inch from my bed. If I chose to sit on my bed all day because I was sad, then no amount of encouraging me to eat clean and no amount of come to the gym with me would have helped me. And the only thing that helped me was people leaving me alone and waiting for me to figure it out on my own. Okay, so any of y'all who still every Monday goes and looks for a new plan, let me tell you, the only plan you need is from somebody who's done it and who's not selling you garbage, okay? Me. Anyway, so how did I manage these struggles, okay? How did I figure out the discipline to keep going? And how did I structure my weight loss journey? Well, the first thing first was failing, okay? I had to fail, and I had to fail miserably, and I had to fail in all angles, okay? I had to fail buying people's programs, which I did, okay? I spent a lot of my savings buying things. I've bought from influencers, I've bought from fitness trainers who gave diet plans, I've bought from dietitians who know nothing about weight training. Hold on. There are amazing dietitians who know everything about weight training too. But there are lots of those who it's so ridiculous being a dietitian saying something like weight training is not important for a woman to lose weight, right? Weight training is not important for a woman to use in her life. Weight training makes you gain weight. That's the dietitian who I had hired, right? She told me weight training, don't do it, your weight will go up. So other than that, there are amazing people like Sweatchi, my own company, has a dietitian who is employed with us, who does an amazing job with, goals of women, right? So I had to experience the worst that was out there for me to understand what's my non-negotiable. And I'm pretty sure you're already there. You've already experienced the worst, and that's why you're on this page, or that's why you found me, because I'm the one person who keeps telling you don't waste your money on things that are not going to work. So after that happened, then I had to figure out, so what works? My fitness journey didn't even start yet, okay? I had to first focus before creating a structure and a plan, and I did create a plan, I'll tell you that. I had to first figure out what works. And what worked and what truly works and what still works is eating food you enjoy, okay? I'll tell you, I can't eat bland. I'm a non-vegetarian. I can't eat bland non-vegetarian food. Like, I can't eat boiled chicken, and I can't eat boiled dal, and I can't eat boiled cauliflower. Who eats boiled cauliflower and loses weight? I am sorry, you have to be a bodybuilder and a weightlifter who's so disciplined with their body, only they can eat it. And their level of discipline I have not achieved. Okay, so if I can't do it, why are you trying to do it? Right? Like, the reason you fail is you try to make yourself eat things you don't feel tempted to eat. Even while trying to lose weight, you should be excited about your next meal. Your struggle should be, oh my God, this is so good. Everyone needs to know about this. That is the struggle. The struggle shouldn't be, I can't eat this, let's order takeout. So the first thing I learned before creating my structure or my plan is fixing my relation with food in such a way that I cook things I like and I learn the measure of that food. By that, what I mean is, you have to identify 5 to 10 recipes. Recipes that you already make at home regularly, or recipes that you found somewhere on the internet, or you found it on my app. Okay, number 1. Number 2, if they are calorie counted recipes, your life is simple, just make them on repeat. But if they are recipes that you regularly make at home and you have no idea about the macros, one of my clients recently asked on a community chat. So my app Sweatchi has a community chat. All girls are right now doing 75 hard and asking a lot of questions and all of that. So she asked, my mom cooks something on repeat, how do I know the macros or calories in that? Simple, go on an AI tool. In my app, it's called Chi AI. Otherwise, go anywhere, your chat GPT of the world, and put what you eat, right? Mention, once and for all, sit and do that activity. And once you've understood that this meal that I'm having does not have protein, or does not have fiber, or does not have something, or is high in cal, ask the AI tool to fix it for you as per your calorie goals. Once you found 10 recipes, then stop looking elsewhere for the first month or 2 months. Okay, this is before your weight loss journey starts. Girls, if I lost weight over 15 months, there was 3 months of prep before 15 months even started, okay? This was the prep. Fixing relation with food, identifying my favorites. Then number 3, you need to do this 20 minutes walk every single day. First thing in the morning, off the bed, put this on, walk out of the way. I walk even when I travel. I walk even when I have a busy night. I walk even when I have had meetings and I'm outdoors and I'm going to get home late. So I find a way to walk wherever I am, and that could be within your office, within a shopping mall, within a grocery store, right? Spend more time on your feet. Okay, and finally, after you fixed your recipes, you fixed your walking habit, give yourself at least 10 minutes to start lifting some weights. You know, I hate nothing more than, let me tell you something. There's a creator I came across, okay? And this person said, don't go to the gym if you want these slender arms like me. Slender arms come from not going to the gym. Gym is meant for manly girls, and if that's your aesthetic, follow that. But I get it. Everyone has right to their aesthetics, okay? So if you want arms which have no definition, no muscle, no nothing, that's fine. That's your aesthetic. But you know what's not aesthetic? Is women not being able to walk properly in their 50s. What's not aesthetic is you don't even have the ability to lift your grocery bags in your 60s. What's not aesthetic is you can't even squat, sit, eat, pick things up because your back hurts, your legs hurt. What's not aesthetic is after a certain point, our moms can't walk straight. They have to limp. All of this is because of muscle loss, which happens when you don't weight train, right? So I don't care whoever has created this illusion of aesthetics for women, but women do not gain as much as muscle as men do. Why? We don't have the testosterone levels that men have, right? Women can't. And that's why men lose weight faster. Okay, that's another topic altogether. So you need to weight train. And I can talk about why women should weight train and the conditions and the health conditions you will not have if you weight train. But you need to. So stop listening to people who lie about aesthetics, okay? Finally. So that's what you have to do, right? You have to clear your mind of garbage. Now, you're ready, okay? You've spent a month, you followed all these steps that I told you, you're walking regularly, everything's good. Like, okay, now Sweatchi, I'm ready to go to the next level. Now this is what you're going to do. You're going to figure out how much weight do I want to lose, okay? I mean, eventually, yes, it comes down to aesthetics too. Today, I haven't checked my weight in a while, okay? But maybe just like a few days before 75 Hard started, I was 61 kilos. When will I check my weight again? Maybe end of this month, right? So I check my weight 15 days, 20 days or 30 days. I'm at a place right now that I don't check my progress with weight. But when I was 99 kgs, I was checking every 10 days because that was a quick measure to see what's happening. So when you start your journey, you have to be like, how much weight do I want to lose? And if the answer is 40 kgs, okay, just like me, then tell yourself this is the big goal. Now, what is the first goal? You know 40 kgs, forget it now. Now think of your first goal. I'll tell you mine. When I was 99 kgs, my first goal was to get away from 100. Okay, it was not to get to 59. 59 was never my goal. I want to get as far away as I can from 100 kilos, so I don't have a triple digit weight. That was my goal, that's it. So my first goal was get to 98.9, not 99.9, okay? And maybe I was at 1.100 also because I stopped checking after I was 99, but I got away from it. Then my next goal became 97.9. Then the next goal became, let's get close to 95 because now I'm further away from 100. Then the next goal became, let's get right under 95. So I'm never 95 again. Finally, one by one, my goal came to, let's get out of the dangerous zones for me. And why was it dangerous, right? Because again, internet tells you so much about, okay, I'm going to talk about body positivity and all of that. It deserves a video of its own because I truly believe it is so important, to love yourself in the shape you are today, to move anywhere, right? So I commend anyone who started it. But how you want to be for your health, only you and your doctor get to decide. Okay, so the definition of health is what your doctor is telling you. Okay, not some influencer, not someone at home, not your uncle, auntie, not your personal trainer. Your doctor will tell you if you're unhealthy as per your markers, your sugar levels, your cholesterol levels, your heart, all these things, your stamina, all these things, health conditions like diabetes, insulin resistance, these things are clear indicator, right? So my number one thing was my doctor's like, Sweatchi, you're diabetic and you're too young and you need to get to a healthy weight range first. And I was prescribed metformin. Metformin is what diabetics have to be on. Okay, please don't just assume everyone needs metformin or not. I have had so many clients who've been prescribed metformin for their insulin resistance or PCOS, right? And they're like, oh, some auntie told me it leads to weight gain. We're going to talk about all of this in another episode, but I trusted my doctor, I was on it, and yes, I gained weight, right? And then when I started working out, started eating well, I started losing. But what was important is my focus was always 1 to 1.5 kg at a time. It was never 40. I completely forgot about 40 kgs. So to create a structure, you need to understand, okay, my number is 40, and if 40 kgs took Sweatchi 15 months, I'll give myself 15 months. Okay, let's just keep that. So what does that mean? It means around 2.5 kgs a month, right? Okay, so if it's 2.5 kgs a month, I'm going to focus only on the first half of the month, 15 days. Okay, now I'm focusing on 15 days. What can I do in the first 15 days? That's it. And you don't have to follow a diet plan from the first 15 days. Trust me. My first 3 months, I did lose weight, but all I did was first 15 days, I didn't bring junk at home. First habit. Next 15 days, I didn't bring junk at home and I started walking. Next 15 days, I didn't bring junk at home. I was walking 3K, I moved to 5K and I added 10 minutes of weight training. Next 15 days, I didn't eat junk at home. If I had to eat, I was going out. I didn't get Uber Eats at home anymore. I cancelled that subscription. I started walking 6 to 7K. I started weight training for 20 minutes every single day. I started swimming once a week. That's it. No calorie deficit. I was 3 months down and I didn't even start eating well. 4th month, I started focusing on my breakfast. High protein breakfast. Okay. How difficult is it? Add eggs. Add Greek yogurt. Get milk, add a protein shake, throw some berries in, make a smoothie of it. To make your dish high protein, you don't need to do much. You just need to add one more thing to whatever you're eating. Don't count calories yet. You're in 4 months. I'm like, Sweatchi, how is it going to work? It's going to work because when you do it slow enough, you never go back to the old version of you. Because now it's become a habit. You've trained your mind without thinking. You've tricked your mind into thinking this is easy. This is not difficult. You know what's difficult? A diet plan. You know what's difficult? Doing it right away. How can you become me, the version of me that I am today, when you've been the version you are today for all your life, right? Like if whoever's watching, let's assume you are 25 years old, okay? I'm just assuming. If for the last 25 years you've been a certain way, okay, you've been molded to be a certain way because of your habits at home, or you moved away for college, so your college life, or now whoever you're living with, or you are married, whatever the answer is. If you've been molded to eat a certain way, work out a certain way, or never work out in your life, how are you suddenly going to go from that to me in a week's time? That's not practically possible. Think of it like this. You join your company, okay, and you're a young graduate who knows nothing about analytics, okay? You've never used an analytics tool, you've never used Excel, you've never used anything in your life, and suddenly your boss expects you to do what he's been doing for the last 10 years and says, this is my project, I'm going on vacation, handle it. You will fail, and you know you will fail, but you know what you would do professionally? You would learn, and you would understand it took your boss 10 years, you can do it in 5. But you will do it, or maybe you can do it in 2. But you understand it's going to take time. Professionally, you have the mindset and the courage to give yourself time to grow and learn. You will feel bad that you failed, but you will understand what needs time. But when it comes to weight loss, no, I need to do it now, right? If you don't change that, there is no change that's going to happen. So, to sum up my weight loss structure, if I had to help you, you're going to do one habit at a time. You're going to focus on food towards the second half of this, okay? The first 2-3 months, you don't have to start focusing on food in a way that it's diet. You're going to look at food in a way that, how do I add protein? How do I add fiber? And how do I not bring junk home and go and eat out? When I go and eat out, can I click a picture and ask ChatGPT or whatever, what should I order? Can I start having fun? Can I start getting educated? And if you're struggling with all of this, I am a business owner. I own Sweatchi. I have coached a lot of women. You can come on my app. I'm not going to teach you one-on-one, but there are pre-recorded workouts. There are hundreds and thousands of recipes on it. There's a community on it. So you can be there. If you want a starting point, that could be your starting point. And if you don't want that, then walk with me tomorrow again. We'll talk more about whatever you tell me in comments that you want to hear. Again, understand this. I can't even help you beyond this, okay? I could be your personal coach. I could give you coaching for free. I could be like, XYZ, get on a call with me and I'm going to train you on video. You wouldn't come after second day. I promise you. Because you're used to that, right? So if you don't force yourself to just stick to these walks, you know what? I challenge you, stick to these walks for 75 days. And if you do stick to these, then I promise you, you will go all the way. And I promise you, if you give up these walks, you can spend another 100 attempts, you will not get there. That is the reality. The only difference between me and everyone who's achieved it and the 99% who fail is we stuck to something that was easy. We stuck to it long enough that we could go all the way. Okay? Okay. Enough gyan, enough yelling at y'all. I hope I didn't yell too much. Think of me as a big sister, okay? I would do this to my younger sister. I would tell them, stick long enough. I promise you there's rainbow and sunshine at the end of it, okay? I promise you. Okay, I'm gonna let you go and see you on the next one.